there, I'm Dr. Marie Fang. Welcome to my video series featuring quick tips and tools to help you be your best self today. Today we're going to talk about a commonly asked question in my office, and that is how to say no like you mean it without sounding rude. This is a super common question. There's lots of helpful and unhelpful tips that are out there. I'm sure you can find those on the internet as well. This one's going to have a little bit of Dr. Marie infused inside, so I hope you find this tip helpful. The first tip is quite blunt, but I'm just going to do it, and that is stop worrying about whether you sound rude when you're saying no. Seriously, this sounds so counter-therapeutic. We need to be so kind and loving and kind. And loving and kind and loving and kind. But if someone is putting you in a position where you might be needing to say no, there's really nothing to worry about as far as whether we're being rude, polite, considerate, because either they're asking you for something, so they're inviting you to say yes or no, maybe whatever it is with a response, or they're not asking you, they're invading your space and you're needing to say no to set a boundary because somebody crossed a line without asking. So in the first scenario, maybe someone's being completely polite, they're inviting you to something, they're asking you to do something for them, and they're putting you in a position where you can say yes or no, or maybe, or get more information. And so it's your freedom to say, no. No, I don't want to go on that date with you. No, I don't have time to work on that project at work. No, I'm not free to hang out tonight. Whatever it is, they're inviting you to say no, and no is an available option, so there's no reason for it to be rude or sound rude. If it's the alternative scenario where someone didn't ask you, maybe they're invading your space, maybe you're being harassed, maybe somebody put something on you without asking, then they've already sort of disrupted the rudeness stratosphere, and it's on you to say no. If they didn't invite you to say yes or no, it may feel rude to say, hey, I'm not going to do that, or no, don't do that to me, don't say that to me. And that's really important to practice, letting go of being scared of being rude, because okay, maybe it'll sound rude, but maybe they were being rude to you, and this is the only way you could set that boundary. Think about it a little bit. Okay, the other piece that comes up a lot is you don't have to have a good reason for saying no. You have a good reason for saying no, you just might be scared it doesn't sound like a good reason. So for example, the one that comes up all the time is here in Silicon Valley and everywhere, we can have trouble sort of setting boundaries around our time, and before we know it, every waking hour and beyond of our life is filled up with stuff, and we need to hold free time sacred. And maybe we'll say, you know what, Wednesday night is gonna be my little Marie time. I'm not gonna talk to anybody or see anybody. I'm just gonna be by myself. And then loved one so-and-so comes along and say, hey Marie, are you free Wednesday night? And then I go, oh, I'm not scheduled anything. Me wanting to be by myself is not a good enough reason to say no. So yeah, I'm free, sure, I'll hang out. But I'm not really free. My reason is that I needed to be by myself, me, myself, and I. That is plenty good reason. You don't even have to give that reason. You could just say, I'm not free on Wednesday. Are you free another day? Whatever it might be. You don't have to have a good enough reason. Whatever your reason is your reason to keep. You don't have to tell the whole world why. They'll figure it out. They'll be okay, don't worry. And then the last piece is simply that a lot of times we think we're sounding rude and we really aren't. So it's okay to just say no and own the space that you take up. This is your responsibility. It's mine to say, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. I won't do that. Stop it, whatever it is. That's mine. And so if I'm allowed to take up as much space as I take up, there's nothing rude about claiming the space, just as anybody else could hopefully do the same thing for themselves. So it might be helpful to sort of do a reality check with you or a friend, therapist, after you feel like you were being rude when you were saying no, to see if you were actually being rude. Because there's probably, like, this isn't based on any actual facts, but maybe there's like a 95% chance that you weren't sounding rude at all, but you just feel guilty for setting a boundary for yourself. So that might be something to chew on a little bit. I know this post was a little bit more blunt than the average one, but I am owning the space I take up. This is the information I have to offer. You can take it or leave it, and that's the beauty of it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick tip. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more like this one. And until next time, I'm Dr. Marie Fang, and I hope you have a great day.
Did a hit,